The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's B. John Robinson.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing his dart. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, dart. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Quiddy Pay. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Dart. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him. For 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal.
Now Dart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
field goal. Here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Hampton.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Hunter Henry brings it in. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air goes Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Short throw to Disley.
He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Colts 3. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
And the Colts, 1st down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
And the Colts, 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Colts, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Robinson up the middle.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Cowboy 80. 70 range. 70 range. Go.
Now Daniels.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
14-6. Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Dart.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton.
20!
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards on the ground.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard.
Back to Hampton on 1st down.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Bronco 80. Ready.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw his dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. That is caught.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sam Laporta in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hold it ready. Let's go now. Liking it. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
The final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
That is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years Our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Pass caught. That's Golden.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels.
They'll check this one down to Hampton.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Makes the score.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
13.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is caught by Laporta.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good. A gain of 27 in the play. And the Colts first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Daniels going to keep it.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
He juked him. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Dart. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hand off now to Robinson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Dart.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Come on. 70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
To the air goes Daniels.
He sets to fire deep.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's taken in by Golden.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize is he's well short of the 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his man. Complete to Smith and Jigba. Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
48 yards.
And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Dart. That'll be caught by Bobo.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw now, Dart. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Oh, there's a nice... Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 7-yard line. 162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing his Dart. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 49, Colts 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of cleaning things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Let's go.
On the give, here's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 48-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. That one taken in by Whittington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 6. And the Colts first down.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I won't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. Super well.